Johnny, I'm extremely angry about the fade.
Wait, Sean has left his post. As you can see, the TV is empty.
Where?
There's no one there. Oh, wait, Derek, could you fill in for him? I want to go central here. Now, how's the 2-shot now? Oh, this is perfect. Welcome today. Welcome to the show. We have a lot planned in the after show here. Sean's going to try to come back to the set and guess what Derek has poured into his drink. Is it hand sanitizer? If you drink, some homeless people drink hand sanitizer, right? Do they? Unhoused. I heard a thing when the pandy started that the CVS's and stuff, they had to like put the hand sanitizer like in a lockup because people would steal it and drink it. You filter it through. I met a guy who filtered 90 proof rubbing alcohol through a bag of Wonder Bread.
What the fuck?
And then
really did that?
Yeah, I knew a guy. Yeah, hung out behind the skate park.
And then what?
He was homeless, and that was his. How he would buy really cheap, a thing of rubbing alcohol and a thing of Wonder Bread.
You can get
like
cheap
$2.
Alcohol.
I know, and he would pour it into the bag, and it would filter through the bread, and then he would collect it at the bottom of the bag and drink it and get fucked up.
That's the saddest
probably
thing
dead.
I've ever heard.
Dude, you want to do that on camera one day?
No way.
Let's try that on
Christmas
the
cast.
What does that do to your liver?
Let's make Doc Ryan do that.
Try it, see what happens.
That's crazy, dude. I didn't get.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No way. I can't do that.
Why? I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Filtering it through bread.
That can't work. That can't.
I saw the guy do it.
I know you saw him do it, but
we thought he was
imagine
crazy,
that
but he was like proud. He was telling us, check this out. Get fucked up for $2. I mean, we were like in high school, so we wanted to get fucked up for $2, but we didn't even. We bought a 40.
Yes, I'm saying, or a bottle of wine for $2.
But he needed the heart. When you're like that. Did you see Nightmare Alley?
Nightmare Alley, no.
No, with Bradley Cooper and Guillermo del Toro's.
No.
William Dafoe's in it. It's good.
No.
It's good. But when you're like a raging drunk, maybe you need like the hard stuff. You need that rubbing alcohol.
That's sad. That's a bummer.
Yeah, that is
That's
a bummer.
dark. That's
Johnny
dark.
said, do you want to talk about wrestling though when the after show started?
Yes, because our friend Danhausen.
Love that Danhausen.
Is now signed? Is that what the
He's
word?
all elite, Sean.
He's all elite.
Johnny.
Oh
yeah?
I just Googled rubbing alcohol through bread.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
We'll get back to Danhausen in a second.
Yeah,
Hold
okay.
that thought. According to Quora, is it true you can filter rubbing alcohol through bread to be drinkable? You saw someone do this?
I saw a dude do this, and he told us all about how he does it.
Here's the answer. No. This is an urban myth. Rubbing alcohol is isopropyl alcohol. Drinking alcohol is ethanol. They are two different types of alcohol. When I was a kid long ago, the myth was that you could filter isopropyl through bread and then be able to drink it. That's BS.
What happened to this guy?
All alcohols are toxic. All of them are toxic, but ethanol, drinking alcohol, is less toxic than isopropyl. Isopropanol. It does not take a lot of the latter to do serious damage to your innards. Don't try it.
Oh, Jesus.
So that guy was fucking himself up.
Yeah, he was on the end of his life there, I'm thinking.
That's dark. Garrett, that's a dark story. Well, Danhausen.
Yeah, he was drinking poison. Hey, congratulations to our friend Danhausen. On an unrelated note, he just got signed to AEW. The biggest up-and-coming televised wrestling promotion in the past 20 years.
That's right,
Now,
baby.
Can I ask you some Danhausen questions? I really am not all the way aware.
Okay. I mean, you could Google, YouTube search our interview with Danhausen on the Mega Strange podcast, which has spiked.
Oh, has it?
In searches this week ever since Danhausen
Nice.
was on television.
Oh, congratulations,
Yes,
guys.
thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Thank you. I think we have the best interview with him on the internet.
Also, I'll say that what a huge thing that he did your show. That's great. That's so fucking cool. I've never seen him wrestle though. Like I've seen like his shtick and like him talking to the camera a lot.
Yeah.
But I've never actually seen him in the ring.
Well, he hasn't wrestled in a while because his leg has been broken. He's recovering from a leg injury. And he was wrestling with Ring of Honor, which is kind of like the third string when it comes to the big wrestling promotions. WWE is number 1. AEW is number 2 by all accounts. And Ring of Honor, which just actually went under a few months ago, was kind of like, you know,
The biggest of the indies.
the biggest of the indies.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, it was on TV.
It was on television,
Ring of
but it was
Honor
on
is
like
televised.
Access, you know.
Oh, but Danhausen has had televised events? Oh, that's sick. I didn't even know that.
So here's
Oh,
my
he's
other
big,
question.
yeah.
I've seen now a lot of AEW reveals, which is fun. Like,
Okay.
don't
yeah.
watch wrestling, but I'm enjoying this because
Yeah.
everyone's freaking out, whatever. Danhausen's was different. It was like a surprise and kind of like a goof. I don't know if it's the right word. He just did some, he's silly, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
his bit. But like, I don't know. I just felt like it's like, I don't get it. Like, who is he going to wrestle? Is he, because he's so little.
Oh, that-
here's the thing.
There's a lot Hook. I want him
think-
to fucking wrestle Hook.
That's not going to happen.
So bad. I
That's
know
not
it
gonna
won't happen, but
Here's the thing about wrestling that I think takes a while to understand if you're not a huge fan. It is entertainment.
Sure.
In the past 50 years ago, it was real, quote unquote. They were pretending it was real. They were treating it like a real sport.
Right.
But I feel like in today's day and age, everybody knows that it's entertainment.
Right.
And pretty much all along, even 50 years ago, people knew it was entertainment.
Right.
Some people didn't, but a lot of smart people did. There's always been a layer of comedy to it.
Sure.
There's always been a heavy layer of comedy. And some people lean more into the comedy than others. And some people are straight up comedy wrestlers where they would consider themselves like, I am a comedic performer and my act is professional wrestling.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think Danhausen falls somewhere on that side of the spectrum. He's a real wrestler and he actually competes, but I do think that there's a joke to his bit. You know, I'm a demon and I curse people.
Right.
And he acts purposely weird.
I mean, he like obviously like his makeup reminds me he was inspired by Sting, probably. Back in the day. I don't know.
or honestly, we didn't ask him, but I always felt it was kind of similar to like Kiss.
Oh,
You know?
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
He's supposed to be like a demon face. It always reminded me of Gene Simmons.
Okay. When do you think he will wrestle though? Like when is that going to happen?
I'm waiting. I have no idea. I asked Johnny the same thing after his debut during that Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole match. I was like, dude, is he going to be on Friday's show? Is he going to be
doubt
on?
it.
Like, I'm waiting.
I think he's recovering from a broken leg. I don't know if he's 100%. I don't know. But I also think, and Johnny, feel free to jump in and give me your opinions. They bring in a lot of people, and I think they have a lot of people they need to introduce. They have a lot of people already who they don't have stories for.
Yeah.
And I think they want to do it organically in a way that makes sense.
He's gonna go against the Ass Boys, dude. Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn's son.
You know,
yeah.
like that does make sense.
Oh, yeah, it
So to
does.
give some backstory
Oh, that
on
does
a
make
potential
sense.
feud, and I think one of the reasons Danhausen got signed, there is a famous wrestler from the 90s named Badass Billy Gunn.
Okay, I've heard of that.
And his sons are wrestling now. Austin Gunn. And what's the other guy's name? Colton Gunn.
And Badass
Gunn.
Billy is still there, like
Yeah.
managing him. And
But
he's fucking huge.
Badass Billy Gunn in the 90s was a really sexy guy, and he was always picking up chicks, and he was known as the Ass Man.
Okay.
Badass Billy Gunn, the Ass Man. His finisher was called the Famouser, but it was pronounced Fame Asser. He had this whole theme of asses to him. Now that his sons wrestle, they don't associate with that.
Okay.
But one day, Danhausen's gimmick is I get everybody's name wrong. He gets everybody's name wrong. And he referred to them as the Ass Boys. That they have not been able to shake that name.
They're not the gun club
They
anymore.
haven't been able
Oh,
to shake that
no.
name since he said that.
Yeah.
People hold up signs like the Ass Boys.
Oh shit.
Dude, the fucking commentators were saying it last night.
They even reference them as the Ass Boys leading up to Danhausen showing up.
And legitimately, they don't like that? Like,
Well, no, they're leaning into it like
Okay.
on Twitter and posting the clips and going, "This is definitely illegal. Do not call us."
okay,
They're like
okay,
they're
okay,
leaning into
yeah,
it.
okay,
but-
okay. Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
no,
so
they don't like it.
I can see that being a feud.
That's
Okay.
a good. That's a
I can see that
good.
being a feud. The only
angle.
thing is though, it's like I don't like you called us a name. Like they're gonna have a big fight over the name you called us. So I think that they might find something a little bit more organic, like something you really want to fight about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. I'm so stoked because you may recall, viewers, that Danhausen was in Halloween Hellfest this year.
That's
Yes,
right.
he was.
Just, God, 3 months ago?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a close tie. So he's
Yeah.
basically a part of the crew. We basically got an internet soldier on television now.
Do you think AEW will come to San Diego? And if that's the case, think he'll come hang out?
I think they'll definitely come to Los Angeles.
Okay.
I would go.
Um,
I'm so into AEW right now.
Yeah,
that
it's funny.
I would go to a show like we used to go to
I
the.
think Garrett staying in the room with Derek and Johnny on tour
Oh,
has
totally.
incepted your brain, and now you are all in to AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fun. It's a great time to
Yeah.
be watching
I
wrestling.
mean, even I watching it was a lot of fun.
It's a good promotion with a lot of talent. And it's like varied. I remember there would be like a lot of WWE stars that like I didn't care about, but I like everyone in AEW and knowing their shtick and their gimmick and their name. And
I
like,
also kind of feel like it's fun rooting for AEW because they're the underdogs in this whole thing.
I felt like that. In the
and no
beginning a lot.
company that I'm aware of has ever stood up to WWF or E, you know.
Vince,
Like it's all
Vince
Vince McMahon. It's always been that's it.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the first time that like wrestlers are in droves are leaving WWE and going over to this new one. And that's exciting.
yeah, there's actually a long history of wrestling in America that I wasn't aware of until recently. You know, that is as in depth as baseball history. If you want to talk about how significant Babe Ruth is to
Right.
baseball, a player from the 20s,
Yeah.
and how he still influences baseball to this day, I think that there are stories from wrestling that are just as in depth and influential. You can go back to wrestling from the 20s and 30s and say, this is the reason they do things like this today.
I see.
What my point is like, yeah, there have been other companies that have come and gone and have stood up to WWF. And there's actually always been competing wrestling companies. But this is the first time in like 20 years where I think WWF is a little nervous about the competition.
They've got to
Yeah.
be.
They have to be.
have
Because
to be.
I mean, they're very aware. But you know, last night was the Royal Rumble, which I only know because Johnny Knoxville was promoting it because he was in it.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Royal Rumble. Did you watch it, Johnny?
I finished the women's rumble and I didn't finish the rest of the pay-per-view.
It's-
I was going to finish it later.
I
All right, cool.
was telling this to Johnny. That was back in the day when all my friends in wrestling, I wasn't. That was the one where it's like, I like this. This is a fun format and it's like, it's entertaining. And I think the winner, if I remember correctly, they go to like WrestleMania and the
Yeah,
final.
they get a title shot at WrestleMania.
That's cool. I don't know. There's a lot to it. So that is fun. But yeah, it's funny because like I turned it on for just 2 seconds because I have Peacock and it was there, whatever. And it's like, I don't know any of these people, but I go to AEW and like, I know all these people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know them
That's-
all.
I don't know any of the WWE heads anymore.
Yeah. Weird.
That's weird. That is weird. All the ones I did know work for AEW.
Like
now.
who's the big person? I mean, like, is it Roman
Reigns? I know
Reigns?
Roman Reigns.
That's like their big guy though,
Yeah.
right? That's it?
yeah. Does John Cena show up anymore?
Oh, he does?
Occasionally.
Hmm.
Does Triple H ever?
I actually think that AEW's popularity helps WWE because people like you are you're talking about WWE right now.
That's true.
When else would you have done that if it wasn't for AEW?
Never.
I think what's funny is there's such a competition, rivalry right now amongst the fan base.
Mm.
WWE fans hate AEW. AEW fans want to talk about how it's so much better than WWE. I think AEW is good for WWE because I
Yeah.
think just generally having more people excited about any wrestling is going to be good for all wrestling. I've been watching more WWE just because I'm into wrestling.
Mhm.
I'm watching AEW and I'm checking wrestling news to learn about AEW, and I'm hearing about how Brock Lesnar has come back after all these years and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are feuding. And I'm actually somewhat keeping up with WWF, which is something I wouldn't be doing.
Right.
So,
it's interesting though. My favorite thing, and this is what I seek out this, even though I don't all the way get it, is the reveals of people going to AEW. Because that is so dramatic and exciting. Even though I don't fully get it, it's like I see, Johnny or Doc Ryan be like, I can't believe it, whatever, so-and-so, they just announced whatever. And so I try to find that video just to see the person like show up and the crowd lose their mind. I'm like, I don't know who this is, but this is fucking nuts. Like everyone's so excited. Like it's awesome.
That's even how I feel, because I didn't watch wrestling for the past like 10 years up until maybe 2 years ago. So all these people who are showing up, it's like, whoa, yo, this dude was big 6 years ago. And I was like, I missed that.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
But it's still fun to see, and everyone's losing their minds over it. And then they feel good. I mean, like, God, what was the one guy, CM Punk?
Yeah.
And he hadn't wrestled in a long time, and like no one could believe when he came out. And
it was crazy because he said he quit wrestling.
Yeah.
He was like burned by WWE. He got out and he did MMA. Remember? He did a fucking UFC fight.
I don't
he got killed in a UFC fight. He had no right being there.
Oh, fuck.
But I think it was smart of him to do that. Because it gave him like such a like removed thing from wrestling, like I always do in UFC now. And then to come when he made his comeback to AEW.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know, to me, Johnny, does this sound right? Like AEW seems to be more geared to take better care of the wrestlers, and the wrestlers, the standard is they're not worked as hard. They're paid better. Maybe they have more back end on the company. I don't know. That seems like...
Yeah, kind of. I would say they're better than WWE. WWE still has them as like contractors, like
So
freelance.
It seems like when Derek says, I think AEW is good for WWE, I think the business getting better, it'll push the WWE business to change as well.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
I
don't know. I don't know how all the back, behind the scenes deals work. It would just be speculation.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's podcasting and just shit Punk has said over the years about like how he was treated there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it's exciting. I was only on Peacock, honestly, because I was just gearing up. I am full blown getting ready for the Olympics. It is on Friday. And it is like I get this weird thing where like I call up my cable provider and I'm like, yo, I'll make sure I have all the channels I need to have for the Olympics. So they have like 8 different channels. I got them all.
Isn't it all going to be on Peacock though?
I think
service?
It's on Peacock, and then it's also going to be on NBC Sports as well. And the NBC Sports is cool because a lot of times they don't televise everything, But like I could go to any event I want and watch like the prelims even of like some random ass sport I've never seen before, and it's just that they have footage of all of it, and then like you can see people advancing all the way to the end.
Yeah,
so that's kind of cool. So, yeah, I even like had to start like I should get a bigger TV. I need a bigger TV for this. Like even though I fucking don't like.
That's a sports dad thought.
Yeah, and that's why I stopped myself. But I don't.
People do that for the football. Like, aren't there like episodes of The Simpsons based on like the Super Bowl's coming and Homer needs a new TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the Olympics. Which actually happens to coincide with the Super Bowl, which is going to be during the same time.
A lot of sports for you this month.
Yes. Yeah. It's great.
And you're starting Fringe and all these other new shows.
Yeah, dude. I'm living
You're
the life.
You're going to be glued to the...
That's why I need a big one.
Yeah.
I don't have a 4K TV, which I don't think really matters. Like, does it really... HD to 4K? What's the fucking difference, right?
This is where I wish Rocco was here, Derek.
Why?
Does 4K really matter? Come on.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
you need 120 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks good on my TV. It's not 4K, but I don't know. Anyways, it's so cheap now to get a 4K TV though. I was like at Costco after I yelled at the old man, and then I was looking like, ooh, like it's like $500 for like a 75-inch 4K TV. Should I do this? The answer was no, but I don't know. Whatever.
It's a really good deal.
I know.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with all these old TVs?
Toss them.
No, that's e-waste, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't do that.
You got to take them apart and build an even bigger TV. Recycle them.
Yeah, second screen.
Yeah.
I'll put it outside TV and have a TV
patio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, why not?
Mount it on the ceiling above your bed. You can watch TV in bed.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny. I was in my backyard today, and a lot of stories today. I'm sorry, but I was in my backyard today, and I always put a record on in my garage, like whatever, just have music in the background.
Yeah.
But you can never hear it because the way my garage is like facing this way, and then you go around this little wall, and then like you can kind of hear the music.
There's that one neighbor though that's like, Led Zeppelin, huh?
Yeah, Scorpions. He moved away, but yes, that guy.
That's annoying. You don't want that neighbor
No, well, anyways, but he's gone.
commenting on your music.
But I was like, you know, I should get like a speaker that connects. Like I can also like run it to this part of my backyard so I can hear the record playing.
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law was like, okay, why don't you do that? And then I sat there. I'm like, I have a speaker doing nothing in my garage, and I have a speaker cable. And I was like, okay. And so I went in my garage, hooked it up in 5 minutes. I had this thing that I've wanted for a decade. I'm like, what? I just had to have her say, why don't you just do it? And I go, I don't know.
Sometimes it just takes that.
And then I did it, and now it's fucking great. What took me so long? Weird. No more stories for me tonight.
Dude,
That's
I
it.
walked past a pile of laundry that had been next to my bed for, I don't know, since the pandemic started.
Whoa.
And Trish just
Whoa.
said finally, like, yo, when are you going to pick that up? And I did it that 5 fucking minutes that it took to do.
Yeah.
And it was done.
It
And
was
I
easy.
went like, yeah, why the fuck? I've been walking around this pile of
Been
clothes
busy playing Pokemon.
There are just
for
little,
a year and a
you know?
half.
Yes.
But
there's
sometimes shit like that happens, dude.
little things where it's like, I could have solved this problem.
Yeah.
You just don't think about it.
You don't think about it.
That's why like you need someone like to come in and clean your house for you.
No.
Not because you're lazy, because you don't see the things that, you don't see it. You're so used to seeing the messes,
Ugh.
Although
Who cleans those people's
I don't
houses?
agree with
can't,
that.
I can't afford that.
They
but
do.
No
They-
way. You don't
Yeah,
have
they do.
time. You're
You're cleaning.
cleaning other people's houses all day.
You're Molly maiden around the city. Someone's got to come. Susie made.
It's
to
probably
your
an even
house.
cheaper maid.
When
Like I'm a housekeeper, but I clean housekeepers' houses.
It's like trained mice.
I don't get paid very much, but they're already pretty clean to begin with.
It's like Cinderella or some shit.
I just go in there with like some canned air.
before Sawyer
Walking
was
on
born,
sunshine.
a woman, I don't even remember how our relation to her, but anyways, she paid for a house cleaner to come into our house and clean it as like a get ready for the baby type thing, which is really nice. And I thought like it was fucking great. Our house was disgusting. She showed up and it's like, I've never seen anything like it. It was like, how'd you clean this so well? And my house has never been that clean. It's like, I don't know. It just seems like so much money to waste. I could,
I don't know, man. Some people do it. Some people don't. I've never done it, but I would maybe not be opposed to in the future being like toilets, sinks, bathtub, floors,
Mhm.
carpet,
Dusting?
Bedroom.
Not my
living room,
figures.
I would
kitchen.
love to see a
Backyard.
cleaning person show up in your house and be like, what the
See,
fuck
that's
am
the
I
thing.
walking
Like, yeah,
into?
I don't want to. Actually, I can vacuum. I don't need a cleaning person, but I would maybe be like, I don't know, like someone once a month come do the toilets, tub.
I think
And the
I would
and the
love
floors.
someone to come in and be like, yeah, you have this room decorated wrong. Like the
Oh, I
way
don't
that the
want
shelf,
that.
I do. Cause it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just throw shelf. Honestly, it's embarrassing.
That's what makes it you and unique.
I just have those like IKEA shelves. Those like, and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 of them. And I just lay them in different positions. I have like books and shit. And like, it's
What's wrong with that?
lazy. I don't know. It just looks shitty. I don't know. I'm not,
You don't like it?
no.
Okay. Well, if you don't like it, then yeah, then that's something that.
But I'm also not going to do anything about it. This isn't a 5-minute fix. This is like I don't know. Anyways.
You
You
need
know,
an interior decorator.
You're not gonna Marie Kondo your shit.
Interior design.
You're
Yeah.
good, Sean. You designed this set.
Yeah.
You know, like
But that's the thing is like that was
you just
new
do
to
with
me.
what you just use what you have and you make it easy when
Mhm.
you're at your house.
Yeah.
I don't know.
looking-
This set looks a little cluttered.
Yeah. Well, it
A
is.
little cramped.
But it's lit way nicer than my house. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
Damn,
did we do?
dude.
I feel good. I
You
think
feel
we
good?
did it.
Feel good about the garage speakers and
I feel good about that.
The
That is
podcast.
like now I'm like getting in my head. I'm like, oh, I could do another speaker and have like, surround sound in this part of the thing, and then I could,
Yeah.
I just gotta get more speaker cable, which isn't that expensive. And
You can start mounting the speakers up under the gazebo in that shaded port.
yes, that's part of the first one is
Exactly, dude.
yeah, you get it.
I've done it. I've had the outdoor speakers, and then I just didn't use them. And like
I'll use
10
them.
years later, I pulled them out.
I'm gonna use them.
You're going to use them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think you need to get to it then.
Okay.
You got a lot of
We'll end
wiring
this.
to do, so we
Yeah.
might
No
just
more
have to call
stories
this
from me.
episode right now.
Okay. Thank you for stopping.
We've
me.
done it all.
I could go all night.
We mentioned the 64-hour special.
Yeah.
Tenga.
Yes. Crappy
Creepy
Castles.
Castles.
Yeah.
Mega Strange. Danhausen.
That's
Mhm.
right.
It's everything.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time tonight. If you liked it, you could throw a sub our way. A lot of times it's free on Amazon Prime. So just if you have Prime, just check it out.
Resub.
Throw us a free sub. It costs you nothing.
Definitely subscribe and then come in early for the pre-show
That's
here on
right.
Twitch every Sunday, 5:45. We are in there talking to the chat, making sure everybody's doing good, singling out a couple individuals.
That's right.
Making them feel special. It
You
could
saw-
be you.
You saw today what happened when I was late.
We saw that.
We
If you
saw
were-
that in the pre-show.
If you were a sub, you got to see. Next
So-
week, I won't be late, but
Yeah.
you should sub and
Come
see
and
me
join
there.
us in the pre-show, especially if you have an Amazon free sub. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything.
Costs
you
you
literally
nothing.
get more show for free money. You can't
Yep.
beat that.
Can't beat that. Thanks
Well,
for watching.
It's been fun. We'll see you next week. And Rocco better be here or else Bug Stunt's going to be even worse.
Ooh. Bean Di- Oh, yeah.
Before we go, we're going to do a reading from Mr. Bean's diary.
It's behind you.
Mr. Bean is a psychopath.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bean did kill somebody, and I'm pretty sure he wrote about it in his diary.
Good memory.
He's sitting next to the Kingo figure.
What's today's date? Anybody know?
It's January 30th.
Oh, of course you would know. Day before your birthday.
Today's the 30th?
Today's the 30th.
Today's
yeah.
the 29th.
I got melancholy sitting at home. I was like,
Your birthday's not tomorrow. I'm joking. It is.
you made me look at my watch. I was like, wait, what?
What? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Whoa. Is it like that other book you read? Take the key to the river,
Okay, so I think today Mr. Bean was writing poetry. I think it's hard to read. It's this one here. It says, I'll do it in the voice.
Yeah.
Irma Gobb has got a job in a busy library. She does her job. Does Irma Gobb in a library north of Highbury. Irma Gobb. What? Who's got this job? Somewhere north of Highbury is the same old Irma Gobb whose hands are thin and fibery.
What the fuck?
And then there's some more words that at the bottom, but they were scratched out.
Because he's a psycho.
Can't really make them out.
What is
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, fuck. Let me go back. I always have to go back a couple pages.
Irma Gerd?
There's on Tuesday the 26th, there was a party invitation. It says, Mr. Bean invites you to a party at the park. Disaster if wet, bring a sandwich. 2 if you're fat. And then it says, send this note to Irma. Then the next day at 4:45, ring Irma Gobb.
Irma Gobb.
Then the next day at 5:45, ring Gobb. Then the next day at 5:45, get Gobb.
What the?
And
fuck?
that is what leads into the poem that I just read you.
What the
This
fuck?
dude's fucking crazy.
Creepy, dude.
Who?
Is
Is this a comedy book? Well, I don't get. This is like a horror novel.
Irma Gobb, is she okay? We should check on her.
She's not okay.
Well, oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. I turned the page.
Yeah.
And the next day it says, take Irma Gobb pictures.
What?
And the day after that, it says, Boba Job Jabba Bob, and that's scribbled out. It says Gabba Gabba, and that's scribbled out. It says Gobble Gobble.
Ew, dude.
The following day, 9 a.m., ring gob. 10 a.m., ring gob. 11 a.m., ring gob. 12, ring gob. 1, ring gob. All caps, where is gob? The following day, this one's going to blow your fucking mind. I have to show this one to the camera.
He killed her, dude.
What the fuck?
We can focus. We can do this. All gob and no play makes Irma a bad day.
What? You're
What
not.
the
You're not
fuck,
serious.
dude?
You're not serious.
No way.
What the
Every
fuck?
5 minutes, bro.
Oh my god. What,
Guys, I'm getting scared. Turn it off.
Johnny?
Go back to the wide shot.